This is the lasagna she told you not to worry about. Absolutely incredible. We're gonna start off with our mirepoix. Onion, celery, carrots. I don't know why I always buy shredded carrots. I just hate cutting them. For the celery, I like to peel it. And yes, you could peel celery. It'll be a lot less fibrous. And then we're just gonna slice and dice until they're fine like you. The vegetable I have the most beef with, stupid onion. You want nice small dices just like the celery. To complete the base of our meat sauce, we need a little bit of fresh heartburn, aka garlic. What I like to do is hit it with a little bit of salt and just smash it until it becomes a paste. To really lock in all our flavors, we're gonna be cooking this in a Dutch oven. Yes, you could easily use a regular pot. Get generous with some good olive oil. The pan is set on a medium, nothing is scorching hot. Onions and celery go in. Carrots join the party. And we're just gonna cook this down until it gets nice and sweaty. Hit them with generous amount of salt. And when everything's acclimated, I'm gonna add the garlic paste. At this point, the kitchen literally smells amazing. The air is punching me with garlic and just all those beautifully caramelized vegetables. This whole mixture is gonna get tomato paste. This is gonna give the meat sauce a nice deep flavor. And whenever I cook tomato paste, I make sure I get it nice and brown. My favorite thing about this whole recipe, the meat. Ground beef goes in. I'm gonna add a touch more salt and just give this a nice little beat down. I personally like to add smoked paprika and just a kiss of chipotle chili powder. And this is how you want it to look. To start giving the sauce a little body, I'm gonna go in with some beef stock. This is also gonna help deglaze that pan beautifully. When this comes to a nice little bubble, we're gonna go in with some San Marzano tomatoes. For almost all tomato-based sauces, this is what you wanna use. I'm just gonna give the tomatoes a nice little beat down and watch them melt. This is a perfect time to adjust and taste for seasoning. Now we bring this all up to a rigorous boil, drop it to a simmer and shut it up with the lid, and just cook this on low for about an hour. I'm telling you, that meat sauce is gonna blow you away. Everybody in your family is gonna ask you where you got that recipe from. A bechamel is essentially 3 ingredients: butter, flour, and milk. But we have to add a little razzle dazzle. Grass-fed butter means it's a salad, and we don't want this pan to be burning hot. It's usually always equal parts flour to butter. I'm gonna switch to a whisk because I don't want this to clump. Now I like to brown this for a couple minutes just to cook out that raw flour flavor. To make this silky smooth, we're gonna add our milk in several different batches. You kind of just want to talk to your food and just feel it out. First batch of milk goes in. You want to constantly whisk until it looks like this. Add more milk and repeat the process. It's still thick, so I'm gonna add a little bit more milk. To this, I'm gonna add a pinch of salt. Black pepper is very necessary. And just to thicken it up and finish it, I'm gonna add some mozzarella cheese. Just add Parmesan cheese until it feels right. For the consistency check, on the back of the spoon, when you swipe like this, it should hold nice and beautiful, just like this. Just look how beautiful that is. Just keep in mind, if you add too much cheese, it's gonna thicken up and turn into a cheese sauce. If it's too thick, add more milk. And if it's too watery, add more Parmesan cheese. The last component is just making some lasagna noodles. Okay, we're not making them from scratch, but I do have a couple tips for you. When the water is rigorously boiling like this, it's less likely to stick because the aggressive bubbles keep them separate. I used to salt the water until it tasted like an ocean, but I'm learning that it should taste like a well-seasoned soup. Noodles go in and we just cook them for 8 to 10 minutes and just give them a couple twirls so they don't stick. Here's how it goes down. We start off with a layer of meat sauce, a layer of lasagna sheets. Don't be scared to cut them down just to fit. More meat sauce. Now this is when we get lost in the sauce. We go in with our bechamel. I'm gonna do a quick layer of mozzarella and just repeat that exact process one more time. Don't drench it too much in the bechamel sauce because it will literally swim and never come together. At last, this beautiful concoction goes into the oven at 375. And to report back, this took about 30 minutes and I just put it on broil for the last 5. Now for optimal results, you want this to rest for at least 20-30 minutes. And as always, now bismillah. Wow, that bite was phenomenal. All right, hear me out.